Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and as per the voting for which character would get reworked, the shock of everyone that Odin was the final winner. Wow, Marvel Future Fight and Netmarble Monster. It's almost as if you guys knew Odin or Dormammu would win because that's who you had already put in the videos about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, to the shock of very few people, Odin wins. Ghost Rider was pretty close, Dormammu was there, and then I can't remember who was fourth. It was someone. There was definitely someone there in fourth place. I just don't know who. Now, as far as what updates we could be getting for Odin, I don't know. On the one hand, it's really hype to know that a character like Odin is going to be reworked because, you know, people that invested in him originally invested a lot. I invested, you know, almost 100 million gold, more than 10,000 black antimatter, etc. And he's been really bad for like 2 years minimum, right? He's been completely garbage for like at least 2 years. So getting that value back is huge. Also, he's Odin, the Allfather. Like, he carries a lot of weight in the comics. So having him reworked in that sense is a big thing as well. At the same time, though, it does definitely feel rigged. It does definitely feel like they've already come up with plans. And we know, like they said in the video, they come up with these ideas 6 months in advance. And we know that the update that is going to rework Odin is probably going to land near the end of the year, which is about 6 months from now. So it sort of feels preordained. It doesn't feel like we actually have a choice here. It feels like they are just going to rework a character and they just make the poll results look like we had a choice, but ultimately we didn't. So also, and also like on top of that, I want to say that it's a long time. Waiting 6 months after you vote on a character to get them reworked. Some people stop playing the game in 6 months, right? People forget. People honestly forget. Man, 6 months ago, I asked for this character to be reworked because between now and 6 months, we're going to have at least 5 more updates. That's at least 10 to 15 new characters, plus, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20 new uniforms. So you're talking possibly up to 40, almost 40 characters between reworked uniforms and new characters that could be coming to the game between now and then. And if even one of those 40 characters catches your eye and distracts you, you forget about Odin. So I really would encourage Netmarble Monster to create more of these polls and to do them in a faster way. Like, you don't need to make a big themed update around this character in a rigged way for these rework polls. You can do a rework poll and then rework a character in 2 months. You can do that. Just clear it with Marvel ahead of time. Say, listen, Marvel, we're going to rework one of these 10 characters in 2 months. It's not a big deal, right? It can't be that big of a deal. It can't be. If other games can do it, then Marvel Future Fight can do it too. And you know right away, Contest of Champions, I bring them up all the time, but they take less than 6 months to rework characters. So it's not the excuse that they're clearing it with Marvel. That cannot be the excuse whatsoever. Now, as far as what Odin needs to be better, he honestly doesn't need very much. He's got a very, very strong base kit. He basically just needs a ton more damage. If he just got like a 500% damage increase and a level 70, not even a tier 3, he would be good. He would already be good because he has multiple iframes. He's got very, very short cooldowns. Look at this, 14 seconds, 9 seconds. 9 seconds on a 4th skill is insanely fast, that translates to 4.5 seconds. So think about that. And then you got 25 seconds there, but then you've got 7 seconds and 5 seconds. He's got 3 skills that are under 10 seconds of cooldown. You can basically spam 1, 2, 4 as much as you want. So that's crazy. Not to mention the fact that his passive here has a 30% damage decrease. He's got, of course, the best PvP leadership in the game with the debuff removal. And then here, All God, he's immune to cancel, which means that he can't have his buffs removed. So he's a direct counter to Thanos in PvP because Thanos can never use his first skill. Thanos can never use that, what is it called? Eternal Deviant? No, Titan Stab. Yeah, Titan Stab will never remove his buffs. Neither will Doctor Strange's second skill there. What is that called? Demons of Denak. That doesn't work on him either. He's immune to cancel, and then he also gets a crazy skill damage bonus damage increase. There obviously are more things that he could get. He has a nice all ally bubble, which is great for, you know, like PvP content where you have multiple characters, like a Shadowland Rumble or Alliance Conquest, or what is it called? Shadowland King of the Hill. So there's some other things there. That's good for GBR as well. He could be really good for GBR if he were better. But there are definitely some other things he could get, like he could get Ignore Dodge, he could get Ignore Iframe, he could get damage reduction from supervillains, he could get a heal. There's plenty of things he could get for sure, but he's already got a very decent kit. I don't have an extremely powerful build offensively, but I just want to show you, what did I do? I unequipped all of his 5-star attack Uru. Wow. That's embarrassing. No wonder his energy attack is so low. Okay, let me just quickly give him some 4-star. Whoopsie. Let me just quickly give him some 4-star energy attack here. Not gonna be something to blow you out of the water, but let's see. Another thing that's possible for Odin, and some people have already brought this up on the forums on Reddit and stuff like that, is the Avengers 1 million BC update. And I made a video about this. It's a really good idea. It was suggested to me by plenty of fans. Avengers 1 million BC is a really cool run. It's a really cool look into the past, and I just love the way the characters look prehistoric. It reminds me sort of Ghost Panther, but even cooler than that. And I really think that Marvel Future Fight should go in that direction. They sort of started doing that with things like the holiday uniforms. I think they should embrace that. I think we should have, you know, like bikini, swimsuit type uniforms for certain characters. Like, it would be hilarious to have like a swimsuit Winter Soldier, right? Because he's got the metal arm, or like a swimsuit Hulk, or like a swimsuit Scarlet Witch, you know, stuff like that. But you know, they can go in that direction with the prehistoric ones. And like Ghost Panther, I think it would just look really cool. It would be a massive rework for a lot of bad characters. So of course Odin is one of them, but also Black Panther is another one. And I believe there's another one or two that I'm missing there. The only one that I wouldn't want to see reworked or getting any sort of attention at all whatsoever is Jean Grey, because I believe the first Phoenix host is on the team as well. I'm having a bit of a memory leak here, but yeah, that's the only one that doesn't need a uniform from that. But yeah, after I gave him Uru, let's just go take a quick peek here. Let's get a pulse on how bad Odin is. Can he solo a stage 25? Oh, hey Google Play. Thanks, I've been here for like 20 minutes. Can he solo a stage 25 Shadowland, what is this, entry rumble? I don't think he can. First of all, his damage is not very good. Oh, maybe. Hang on. That fourth skill's really good. But they just don't stick around. Okay, so we triggered his invincibility. So now we sort of want to play this smart. You know what? He can. Oh, took a lot of damage there from Cyclops. Okay, let's see. We took a lot of damage from Cyclops. Maybe we can finish this off. We're going to get our invincibility right away, so we just want to move closer to these two clowns over here. And we want to lock them down. Ow. Okay. But yeah, you can see he just doesn't... He doesn't really compete anymore. He's got it though. Not the worst. Not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. He did it, but it was kind of dicey, right? And I have a defensive build. I have an obelisk with invincibility. It's not a CTP, but yeah. So he barely clears stage 25. Okay? And that is a native tier 2 level 60 character that is, you know, pretty well built, besides the fact that he's not rocking a CTP. I'm ranked 7,000, sure, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to talk about, he obviously needs a huge rework, but it's just a bit of a bummer that we're gonna have to wait 6 months for that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is two things. One, for those of you that have a 1-star Odin, you're gonna be asking, should I start working on Odin now? And the answer is no. There is no advantage to start working on Odin now because he can't get to level 70 anyways. If Odin could realize his potential now and get to level 70, then I would absolutely say build him up to 6 stars so that you can unlock his potential, because then if they give him a tier 3, boom, you can do it in one day, which probably would be the rework for him. But now, knowing that he's not getting, he doesn't have level 70 now, he's probably just going to get level 70. So there's basically no advantage to building him up now, right? Because if his rework is not good enough, or if the game just doesn't have any content in 6 months that's going to, you know, make it necessary to have Odin, then you would invest, you're literally investing 60, 70, 80 million gold, more than 10,000 black antimatter, 2,000 Chaos Thornstones, and he could just sit on your roster as a Barbie collecting dust. So there's absolutely no reason whatsoever to work on him now. You can definitely start stockpiling your black antimatter, Chaos Thornstones, and gold. Just for reference, you're going to need about 100 million gold to like completely max him out. And then about 10,000 black antimatter, maybe a little bit more, maybe 11,000. That's including the gears. And then, like I said, 2,000, I think it's 2,700 Chaos Norn Stones. So you need a lot of resources to max him out completely. And that doesn't include level 70. So, of course, for level 70, you're going to need another 5,000 bios in excess because you need 4,800 bios to get him to level 70. And then you're going to need even more black antimatter for the potential. So you're potentially looking at like 16,000 black antimatter. You can move that and shift that towards Chaos Norn Stones. So probably you're better off aiming for about 12,000 black antimatter, maybe 6,000 Chaos Norn Stones or 7,000 Chaos Norn Stones, and then 100 million gold and 5,000 bios would be the stockpile to hit if you are looking to max him out from 1 to 60 or 1 to 70 on day 1 of his rework. I know a lot of you guys are huge Odin fans, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Also keep in mind that because he's native tier 2 and he might, not a guarantee, but he'll probably get a uniform, you're also going to need to save more black antimatter for upgrading the uniform, because native tier 2 characters, can I show you here with any of these characters? Oh, they all mythic already? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I can't show you. Have I got all the native tier 2 uniforms maxed out? Really, Alex? Oh boy. Well, the native tier 2 characters, when they get uniforms, the uniforms cost black antimatter to upgrade. Oh, you know what? I think I can show you for Scarlet Witch. Haha. Where's Scarlet Witch? Haha, I forgot about that. Yeah, her uniform is not yet maxed out. So as you can see here, it costs me 2 of the 5-star, the rank 5 black antimatter, which is actually a lot. And then the last one costs 1 of the 6-star, I believe, which is the same as 2 of these. So this cost here, two 5s, is going to be the same for the next stage. Actually, you know what? I can just do this right now. So you can see that 1 of these needs 2 of these, which needs 4 of these, which needs 8 of these. So we're going to need, well, let's just do 8 here. And you'll see that I'm going to be a little bit over what I need to be, but it's okay. I'm only going to be over by the 1. And then we're going to do this. We're going to make 1 there. So you saw how much gold and black antimatter that cost. I went through it a bit quickly, but you can sort of get an idea of how much it costs. And then the last one is one of the teardrop ones, which then costs, again, one of these is 2, which is 4, which is 8, which is 16. So 16 would be, at minimum, you're looking at another 800 black antimatter. So yeah, you know what? What did I say? Conservatively, 12,000 black antimatter. I think you got to bump that up to like 15, 16,000. That's even 16,000 is even if you use Chaos Norn Stones instead of black antimatter for his potential. So it's actually wow. It's crazy. It's probably closer to 20,000 almost. If you can't afford to go all in on the Chaos Norn Stones for the gears. That's wild. Or not for the gear, sorry, for the potential. That's crazy. It's really expensive. Anyways, that's like full level 70 plus the uniform to mythic. The last thing I want to talk about here, and this thing I think is really important, is the acquisition for Odin. So the way that Odin used to be acquired was from completing the story, chapter 12.8. They've obviously gotten rid of chapter 12.8 from the story because the story mode now looks like this. And so I believe that everyone who didn't have Odin got Odin when they changed the story, but now I believe, like when they changed it at that moment, I think, I'm not sure, maybe that was for Dormammu. I think the way that it works now is you have to go in the shop and you have to purchase him for like 1,750 crystals. Anywho, I think that's a stupid idea. I think that's a trash idea. So here is my one pitch to Marvel Future Fight and the Netmarble Monster team. You have a fantastic opportunity here to bring a lot of new players to the game by giving Odin away for free. I know it sounds crazy, and I know it runs counter to maybe some of your marketing information and tactics and whatever the testing that you do, but hear me out, okay? I play a lot of other mobile games. I talk to a lot of other players that play mobile games. Everyone loves to get free stuff, especially when there's a brand new update that's focused around a character. If you give that character away for free, even if you introduce other characters that aren't free, it encourages everyone to spend. So my idea is very simple. create an extension of the story mode, create an extra 4 chapters. Maybe they happen after the story, or maybe it's like a separate chapter that you can access. So you choose whether you want to play the Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man story, or you choose whether you want to play the Asgardian story. And once you complete those are Asgardian missions, and you can make it, again, you can make it a, whatever this is, like this is a 20 chapter story. You can make it a 20 chapter story about the Asgardians. You can make it a 5 chapter story or whatever. But once you complete it the first time, you unlock Odin. Okay? And then for veteran players, just give them like whatever, 1,000 black antimatter and a million gold, and we'll call that even. Do you know how many new players are going to join, or how many returning players who don't have Odin are going to come back to the game because you can play and grind and get him for free at 1 star? Getting him for free at 1 star is not good. He's not good at 1 star, so you're not really giving much away. You know, the players are going to still need to grind potentially for weeks or months to get the black antimatter to then, you know, get him to 6 stars to actually make him usable. So it's a win-win. You're not only going to be bringing back players and making them feel happy because you're giving them a character for free, but you're also going to be turning those players into long-term players by giving them a long-term goal. So they're going to be like, oh man, I'm brand new, or I'm a returning player to Marvel Future Fight. I really want to get Odin. I heard that he's free, Cynicalex. How do I get him? Hey man, all you got to do is go and play the new Asgardian story missions. Once you complete those story missions with the pre-create, you know, the prefab teams, you don't have to build up your own characters. They're going to give you a 6-star Thor that you get to tier 2 automatically. They're going to give you a 6-star Loki and a 6-star Heimdall. Those will get to tier 2 automatically when you complete the missions, just like Captain America, Black Widow, and Iron Man. Once you complete those Asgardian missions, the last mission has you fight Odin. You beat Odin, you unlock Odin. Wow, Cynicalex. Okay. What do I need to do to get Odin from 1 star to 6 star? And then I make them watch this video. They see how much it costs, and then that's their goal, right? Now they're like, okay, I'm gonna unlock Odin, and then I'm gonna start grinding world boss and other game modes. I'm gonna get my 10,000 black antimatter, whatever, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna max out my Odin, and Odin is gonna be my go-to for this content and that content. This is how you do updates. This is how you get people hyped for the game. This is how you draw in new players and draw in players that had quit. Okay, you give something away for free that still requires a lot of investment from the player, whether it requires investment like this, or it requires their time and their grinding and their constant playing, because that also affects your numbers, right? Your DAUs, your daily active users, etc. So please take my advice, or do something even better, even more generous, but don't do nothing, okay? Don't just release the rework for Odin and not give him away to players, or give away his uniform for free or something. It would just be dumb, okay? We got to up the quality of the updates. You're competing with the big whales now. You're competing with the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. You're competing with the King of Fighters All-Star. You're competing with other better games. You've got to step it up. You can't just keep relying on the same tired 5-year-old formula to get people hype. It does not work anymore. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think, because I just spent the last 5 minutes talking to Netmarble Monster. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I got you hype for the Odin reworks by the end of the year, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.